What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going through my road in champs in the Gauntlet this weekend, where I finished, how many wins I got, and what my road did look like. We're also going to be opening the packs in this and looking at the rewards that I did get in the champs and the Gauntlet this weekend. So if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate all of the recent support. So we're going to pick it up with the Gauntlet. My record was 4-1. The difference between 4 wins as far as rewards and 5 wins is massive. And we're just going to skip through this first game because the second game was way better than the first game. I go up 7-0 early on. My opponent marches right down the field. Literally right down the field and scores. So it's 14-7. I get a stop, but then on the very next play after I get a stop, I throw an absolute scary. He gets a pick and then ends up scoring before halftime. So obviously not ideal when you're trying to, secure your 5th win. You're throwing a pick. After I scored, I onside kick because I'm like, I don't want him to be able to milk the rest of this clock. And again, I was trying to get stops. I feel like stops are so hard to come by right now. But you got to try to get stops at some stage. Here, feel like, come on, man. He ran hook routes. Like, what are you supposed to do to stop that? There is no stopping that. You get it to 3rd and goal. It does not matter. And then we get the ball to Quinshon Judkins, and he's out of there. Judkins doing Judkins type things. We get the ball to the 4th quarter, and here I'm thinking, can I milk the rest of the clock? Then I realize I can't. So, now it's okay. Can we get a stop? If he scores and gets the 2-point conversion, I'm cooked. I get 4 wins in champs if that's what happens. Try to switch to a cover 2, a hard flat here late, and I have the perfect call for it. Doesn't matter. He still finds a way to get the ball to Luke Lachey for an easy first down. Then we get him to 4th and 5. At his own at my 13-yard line. And this is basically the game. If I get a stop here, the game is won. The game is over. But it is so hard to get stops on this game, as you guys probably are aware of and probably do know. It's not easy to get stops, but I'm confident in myself, as always, that I can go and get a tough stop here. So he's probably just going to try to get the first down here. He throws it, but he's out on a hitch route. Surtain knocks it out of his hands, and just like that, we secure our 5th win in the Gauntlet. Wait times were ridiculous. You guys seeing 5 minutes basically per game I was playing. And within the first couple of minutes of this game, I mean, the score is just outrageous. The score is just outrageous. I mean, there's literally 36 points on the board in the first 4 minutes of this game. It was absolutely ridiculous. 3rd and 9 here, an important 3rd and 9 early on in this game. But I feel like it took me a while to figure out my opponent's defense. It really did. He was doing this, but he was guarding the flats really well. The middle of the field was wide open for the most part. You guys can see what he's doing. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Good defense, gets another stop there. I do convert a lucky 4th down. The reason I say lucky is because it really was lucky. Then we get to 4th and inches here. I hate 4th and inches because I feel like I can't do a quarterback sneak. I feel like, I just ran the option. That didn't work. So it's like, what do you do here? What do you do here? And my initial plan was just to try to complete like a short pass that would maybe work well for me. But I'm like, okay, the box looks pretty empty, at least from what I'm seeing. I'm like, you know what? I should be able to run against this. Last minute decision, I decide, let's call it inside zone. Let's just get the first down and keep the chains moving. Come on, man. And maybe that's my fault that I don't press A fast enough. But we get stuffed. We get stuffed on 4th down. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This game's almost over. This game's almost over because I get stuffed. And then on the other end, he's absolutely driving. He's driving, gets out of a sack there. It would have been 1st and 20 and is able to throw the ball away. I feel like got so frustrated. Then he found a way to score a touchdown. And then this is really what does it. I get to another 1st and goal at the 1 after I already had a touchdown that they overturned and said my guy was just short of the end zone. I throw a pick 6. I throw a pick 6. I'm down 3 touchdowns heading into the second half. Not ideal. Out of the second half, I'm like, I noticed the middle of the field's wide open. I drive right down the field. Literally, right down the field. I noticed the middle field's wide open. Drive right down the field. My opponent really has no answers for what I'm doing right now. In the middle of the field, wide open. Luther Burden makes a crazy catch. And look at Luther Burden, man. Come on, man. How many guys are doing what Luther Burden is doing in this game? Just like that. It's 34-27. And if you're wondering, Ty, how did you score 2 touchdowns that quickly? Well, I recovered an onside kick in the middle of there as well. So now I get into a 1-possession game. And I'm like, you know what? It's a 1-possession game. One stop here can swing the game in my favor. I'm in cover 4, but I do have some cloud flats on. And I'm like, you know what? If he beats me, it's going to be with a corner route. That was an out route, not a corner route. Colin Oliver jumps it to the crib. Colin Oliver to the crib. And just like that, we've got the lead. 35-34. We've got the lead. My opponent here marches down the field, scores a touchdown. And at this stage, I'm like, you know what? Let's make this the last possession and let's score a touchdown. But I get to another 4th and inches, man. I get to another 4th and inches. I'm like, last time I ran an inside zone. It didn't work. This time, we're going to try something different. I've got a zig route over there that should beat man coverage. I've got a cheesy post route on the other side. I'm going to move Jace Amaro into the interior to make sure, we block the pressure. But I'm boxed. Absolutely boxed. I throw a scary, and it's picked. At this stage, I'm like, you know what? The game's probably over. I'm probably cooked. And there's just nothing I'm going to do about it. But we get him to another 4th down. And you're like, you know what, Ty? You've got some life. You get him to another 4th down situation, 4th and 7, in which, again, I feel like I've now got a chance once again here in this game. I don't know what to call here. I'm like, what do I call it? Cover 4, I feel like, is what has worked the best for me. And so that's what I call, again, cover 4, pass committing, because I don't think he's going to run the ball here. And just seeing, can I get a stop somehow, some way? He throws an absolute dime. An absolute dime, and Brock Bowers is off to the races. Do stop him, though, and I got all my timeouts, so not all is lost. And now it's 3rd and 8. And I'm like, yeah, a field goal helps him, but it doesn't necessarily put the game away. And so I'm like, yeah, he's definitely passing the ball here. He comes out in a pass formation, obviously. And look at what happens. We get a deflection to Harold Perkins. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever played like old football games, but when this happened, you'd have to like flick your right stick back to regain balance. And so that's what I do. I probably could have housed that if I wouldn't have done that, but it's fine. It's fine because we got the ball back. 1 minute and 47 seconds left. We get to a 3rd and 8. Again, I haven't been able to throw the football on his defense, so I'm like, what do I even do? I try running the option here, and look at Lamar Jackson. We run the option. Jackson is off to the races here. Do I score a touchdown? Yes, because points are hard to come by, so I do end up scoring a touchdown with Lamar Jackson, but I don't get the 2-point conversion. Just kind of keep that in the back of your minds. I don't get the 2-point conversion. Here's the situation. He's at my 44-yard line, 3rd and 1. I know I've got to cover the hard flats here. He's in a passing formation. Cover the hard flats. Get in press coverage. If he throws it over the top, he throws it over the top. That's my mindset right there. And he throws an absolute dot. Sometimes you just got to give credit where it's due. Throws an absolute dot there. And now the game's over. He's at my 21-yard line. I'm like, yeah, this game is over. He runs the ball a couple of times, kicks a field goal. I mean, this game is over. But he comes out in another passing formation. I'm like, what is he doing here? Comes out in another passing formation. And we get a hit stick and a fumble. Come on, dog. A hit stick fumble. He gets the ball back. But at least on the positive side, he's back to the 26. It's a tougher field goal here. I'm committed to this. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting after the quarterback. I'm getting pressure. Let's keep this going. And we get after him again. Another sack. There's 14 seconds left. I probably should have stuck to that blitz, but I'm like, yeah, let's play coverage. Let's go with this cover 4 drop and see what happens here. This cover 4 drop should lead me to success. And I got to watch it back because it just doesn't make sense. Like, what is my Colin Oliver doing? My opponent ends up kicking a field goal, and the rest is history. I lose that game, and just like that, we end it with 5 wins. So I did end up securing my 5 wins, which is fine. 150,000 coins and 2 victory formation packs isn't bad. The difference between that and even like 8 wins really isn't that much. 9 wins is really where you glow up and get that 300,000 coins. So I'm fine with what I did in the Gauntlet. As far as champs, I went 16-2 I was 16-3. And so there's no real reason to try in the last, game to get it to 17 wins. There's no difference. So I got 16 wins, 95,000 coins, a Gauntlet entry token, and 2 victory formation packs. Not bad at all. Really would like 18 wins, but it's not something that I'm going to complain too much about. So coin-wise, really got rewarded. And now, since I am done with champs, since I'm done with the Gauntlet, a guy like Patrick Surtain, who is selling for 503,000 coins, it's hard for me not to sell him. Now, some of these other cards I might hold on to, but when a card like Patrick Surtain is going for that much, I might end up selling him and just seeing what does come of it. 4 victory formation packs to open up. Now, I don't know the exact odds of victory formation packs. Maybe pulling a couple, maybe 85 pluses would be awesome. Max Crosby, an 81 overall, okay. 77 Lay, and then Mumfield. So these cards, not necessarily great. Let's open our next pack. I think you get 180 plus overall from these packs. And again, if it's not a great player, you're just not going to get super rewarded. Tyler Strain, a solid 79 overall. I'll take it. Is this maybe you don't even get an 80 plus. That's crazy that you aren't even guaranteed an 80 plus rated card out of these victory formation packs. And the sad part about it is, like at this stage, those 79s basically don't sell for anything either. So it is what it is. But I mean, again, Caleb Herring, he's not a bad pull out of this pack, but overall, it's tough to really make too many coins out of him. If you can get like 25,000 out of one of these packs, it is a nice little bonus though. We've got one more victory formation pack to open up, and then our Gauntlet, our champs for this weekend is complete, and then we can get a kind of final tally on how many coins I think I overall made. Through everything, probably right around 500,000 coins would be my guess for champs in the Gauntlet this weekend. Do wish, again, I played a little bit better. Would have got maybe slightly more rewarded. But I can't complain too much about my road in the Gauntlet and champs this weekend. For me, am I going to sell my team? Maybe some of these Legends cards. Maybe some of these In Case You Missed It cards, because they'll go down early next week. Maybe like Minkah Fitzpatrick as well. Because again, I doubt I'll play the game a ton until next weekend. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.